Okay, be honest.
Yeah.
Have you ever Googled average penis size?
Oh, yeah.
I think most of us have at some point, right?
Probably.
It's like this question that's been around forever,
Mm.
like since the dawn of time. Anyway, you guys have sent us some fascinating research this time
Oh, this is a good one.
from a Brazilian sexologist. And it turns out this whole size thing
Yeah.
is one of the biggest anxieties guys bring to him.
Really?
So today we are going deep
Deep dive.
on, does size really matter? And get this.
Okay.
You might be surprised to learn that what you think you know about penis size and pleasure could be totally wrong.
Ooh, I like it.
I know, right?
Very clickbaity.
I try.
So what's really cool about this source, though, is that it's not just some random blog post.
Right.
This is advice from a professional.
Exactly.
Like somebody who actually sees patients and deals with this every day.
Right.
He actually talks about what the average size is in Brazil.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like he gives a number.
Okay. I'm all ears.
So he says the average is about 13 to 14 centimeters,
Okay.
which he compares to the length of a BIC pen.
Wow. That's longer than a lot of people would probably guess.
Right.
But I bet even knowing that average, a lot of men who are like totally within that range
Oh, yeah.
still feel insecure.
Totally.
Why do you think that is?
Well, he points to porn.
Of course. Yeah.
Porn is a big factor.
Because it's like this
distorted
view of reality.
Yeah, he talks about how porn uses like these unrealistic representations.
Right.
And camera angles that can really mess with your perception.
Yeah. It's not a fair comparison.
It's like comparing yourself to like an Instagram model.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Airbrushed and everything.
So, okay, step one, maybe ditch the porn, focus on reality.
Right.
But what about the guys who are already feeling insecure?
Yeah.
What advice does he actually give them?
He actually offers some pretty practical solutions.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he talks about certain techniques that can enhance pleasure for both partners,
Okay.
and they're not what you would necessarily think.
Oh, okay. I'm intrigued. Lay it on us.
So one of the things he talks about is sexual positions.
Okay.
Certain positions allow for deeper penetration,
So like what?
like doggy style, for example.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
So positioning can actually make a difference in how size is perceived.
totally.
Interesting. Okay, what else?
He mentions this other position called the roast chicken position.
Okay.
I'd never heard of it before, but apparently it also helps with deeper penetration.
Okay.
He actually has a whole video on his channel about positions that can address size concerns.
Really? See, that's what I love about this guy.
Yeah,
It's not just about like, oh, woe is me.
exactly.
It's like, okay, here's some things you can actually do.
Here are some strategies.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we've got doggy style,
Mhm.
roast chicken. I'm writing this down.
You got it.
What else?
Here's a simple one that I think a lot of people are going to like. He says to use a pillow.
A pillow.
Yeah, so he recommends placing a pillow under the receiving partner's hips.
Got it.
So like in missionary position, for example.
Oh, so like literally pillow talk.
Literally pillow talk.
I love it.
It helps elevate the hips, which can allow for deeper penetration.
Okay.
Plus, it can also be more comfortable for both partners.
Oh, that's good.
And he even mentions that it can be especially helpful for women who have back pain
Right.
or if they have difficulty with certain movements.
So it's not just about making the guy feel better.
No, not at all.
It's actually about like real comfort.
It's about comfort for both partners.
I like that a lot. Okay. What else?
Now, he does offer one tip that might not be as popular.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
What's that?
Like lose weight or something?
Yeah, he recommends losing weight.
It's like the advice that nobody wants to hear, but I could see how it would
Right.
make a difference.
Yeah, he explains that excess fat, particularly around the pubic area, can actually obscure part of the penis. So it can make it appear smaller. And of course, losing weight can improve erections.
Right.
Which also contributes to a fuller appearance.
So yeah, healthier lifestyle, better erections, more confidence.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm on board.
You got it.
What other gems does he have for us?
Well, he brings up Kegel exercises.
Kegels. For guys.
For guys.
I thought those were only for women.
That's a common misconception. While they're often associated with women's health, they can actually be super beneficial for men, too.
Okay, how so? Like, do they, like, magically make things bigger?
Not magically, but strengthening your pelvic floor muscles can improve blood flow,
Oh.
which is important for erection quality, and a firmer erection can appear larger.
So it's about maximizing what you've already got.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that. What else?
This is where things get really interesting.
Okay.
He starts talking about female anatomy and how it relates to pleasure.
Ooh. Okay, So like sex ed refresher time.
Exactly.
Hit me with it.
So he emphasizes that for most women, the primary source of sexual pleasure comes from clitoral stimulation, not deep vaginal penetration.
Hold on. This is important.
Yeah.
If pleasure is more about the clitoris, then size becomes way less relevant.
Exactly. Totally.
Okay.
And he points out that most of a woman's pleasure comes from stimulation of the first third of the vagina, which is where the clitoris is most prominent.
So even a smaller penis can be incredibly pleasurable if it's hitting the right spot.
Exactly. It really dismantles that whole bigger is better myth.
This is revolutionary.
Right.
I feel like so many guys need to hear this.
Yeah.
Like, this is a game changer.
Totally. And it all ties back into foreplay.
Yeah, foreplay is always a good idea.
Right.
No matter what.
Exactly.
So it sounds like what we're learning here is that size isn't everything.
It's not the be-all and end-all.
Right, when it comes to, like, satisfaction.
Not at all.
I'm curious, though, if this anxiety is so common, are there any cultural differences
That's a good question.
in how penis size is, like, perceived?
He does mention that in Brazil, average size is actually a pretty common topic of conversation.
Oh, interesting.
So, maybe that contributes to guys feeling more pressure to measure up, so to speak.
It makes you wonder if different cultures have, like, different ideals.
Totally.
Right? It's subjective.
So basically, trying to meet some arbitrary standard is just setting yourself up for insecurity.
Yeah, it's much healthier to focus on understanding your own body,
Right.
communicating with your partner, and finding what works for both of you.
This is so refreshing.
Right.
It's like we're breaking free from all these expectations.
It's about permission to just throw out the rule book.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Write your own.
And just to be clear, though, wouldn't a larger penis, like even if the clitoris is the main thing,
Yeah.
wouldn't it still provide like more stimulation?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
The clitoris is really sensitive,
Right.
so it responds to a variety of techniques.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's not just about the size. It's about how that size is used.
It's about how you use it.
Exactly.
But-
And he actually points out that sometimes a larger penis can even cause discomfort,
Oh, wow.
especially in certain positions.
Interesting.
Yeah, it really highlights the importance of communication.
Yeah. Finding what feels good for both people.
Exactly.
This is so interesting.
It's all about technique,
Yeah.
right?
And you know what? This whole pillow talk thing,
Oh, yeah, the pills.
I am intrigued.
It's such a simple but effective way to make things more comfortable
Yeah.
and enhance the pleasure.
I have to say, this deep dive has been really eye-opening.
Me too.
I feel like I'm learning so much
It's a lot of good information.
about male sexuality, female anatomy,
Yeah,
and just the whole dynamics of pleasure.
totally.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of curious about that roast chicken position he mentioned.
Oh, the roast chicken.
It does sound kind of intriguing.
Well, that's the great thing is that he provides a lot of resources,
Oh, that's good.
like videos and articles and stuff if people want to actually learn more.
Yeah, no shame in like seeking out information,
Oh,
right?
exactly.
We should all feel empowered to like ask questions and be curious.
I agree.
He's really like making us think critically about,
Challenging those old assumptions.
all the messages we've internalized about sex in our bodies.
Yeah, totally.
I'm feeling very empowered.
Good.
What about you? What stands out to you the most from all of this?
I think what really resonates with me is his emphasis on pleasure being a shared experience.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be stressful.
totally.
It shouldn't be something that causes anxiety for either partner.
Right, like it's supposed to be fun.
Exactly.
He's giving us so much to think about
I agree.
in terms of how we like approach sex and relationships.
Yeah, it's like he's encouraging us to throw out the rule book and write our own definition of what's sexy.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, forget the hype and focus on what feels good.
Right. Yeah.
This whole deep dive has really made me think, like if pleasure is so much about technique and like really understanding your partner, why are we so obsessed with size?
Yeah, it's like we're missing the bigger picture.
Totally.
I think it really comes down to societal expectations.
Right.
And all these unrealistic ideals that are often just like imposed on men.
Yeah, like we've been sold this idea that bigger is always better,
Right.
when in reality, it's so much more complicated than
It's
that.
way more nuanced.
So this expert is kind of helping us break free
Yeah.
from all those like limiting beliefs
Yank those chains.
and like embrace a more, holistic
Yeah,
and fulfilling approach to sexuality.
totally.
Wow. I feel like we've been on a journey.
It has been a journey.
We've covered so much ground,
A lot of ground.
from like busting those myths about average size
Right?
to exploring the power of Kegels
Yeah, who knew?
and the importance of clitoral stimulation.
It's all connected.
So for our amazing listeners out there, what stood out to you the most?
Yeah, we want to hear from you.
What are your takeaways from this episode? Let us know in the comments.
What are your thoughts?
We love hearing from you guys.
Absolutely.
And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of male sexuality,
Yeah.
don't forget to subscribe to our channel
Hit that subscribe button.
for more myth-busting episodes like this one.
We've got so much more coming your
We
way.
do. We have tons of deep dives coming up.
Everything from relationships and communication
Oh, yeah.
to body image
All that good stuff.
and self-love.
So make sure you hit that subscribe button.
Yeah, subscribe.
Give us a like.
And share this episode with anyone who you think needs to hear it.
Yeah, spread the love.
Spread the knowledge.
And let's empower each other to, embrace a healthier and more fulfilling approach to sexuality.
Absolutely.
Okay. Until next time,
Yeah.
stay curious and keep exploring.
We'll